In this video, I will talk about a lot of news, great updates, and we have bad news, we have good news, a lot happening in the immigration department. I mean, with the USCIS, with those new policies being implemented. Oh my gosh, a lot. So let's just do what we can for today, okay? Today I have three main topics. I will talk about the DV lottery, the diversity visa 2022. I will talk about premium processing and how the Congress has expanded to include some other categories, okay? And I'll talk about ICE, Immigration Custom Enforcement, with their new targets. I mean, targeting people who have been here for less than 2 years for deportation. So just stay tuned. Oh God, it's a lot. Trust me, it's a lot. I am just like, yeah, it's a lot. Let's just get into it, okay? Hello, my name is Bijoux.ngwanda. I am an immigration attorney in the DC metropolitan area, and I work with individuals across the country because we deal with immigration laws. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. If you're not new, welcome back. And let's just get right into it. Diversity Visa 2022. Yeah, that's how I got in the US. So this is a great opportunity for people who are outside of the US, and even for people who are inside of the US, they can also apply. It's just depend on the qualifications. But anyway, the portal is open. It started on October 7th of 2020, and it's gonna end on November 10th of 2020. Again, October 7th, 2020, which was earlier this week. And then it's ending on next month on November 10th, 2020. So let's talk about, first of all, let's just get out of the way the countries that are not eligible. Citizens for those countries cannot apply. So we have Bangladesh, Brazil, Canada, China, including Hong Kong, Colombia, Dominican Republic, El Salvador, Guatemala, Haiti, Honduras, India, Jamaica, Mexico, Nigeria, Pakistan, Philippines, South Korea, United Kingdom, except for Northern Ireland and its dependent territories, and Vietnam. Person born in Moscow, SAR, SAR, and Taiwan are eligible. So I just listed, I'm going to leave the link below because a lot of countries, sometimes you can't just remember all those names. But anyway, I'm going to leave the link below. And that link is actually going to give you a description of everything, like from eligibility, qualification, things they want, the size of the passport pictures, everything that you really need in order to be successful in your application. But remember, the application is pretty much a selection, computerized. So you can only do what you can, and the result is outside of your control. But at least the link I'm going to leave, it gives you a guidance on how to go about applying. First of all, to know if you qualify or not, and then how to go about applying for it. Okay, so now let's talk about the key main points, eligibility. So who's actually eligible? Those are people who are eligible or native of countries with historically low immigration rate into the United States of America. So if your country is listed among those countries, meaning you are eligible. If you are not a native of that country, but your spouse is a native of that country, you're also eligible. If you're not if the two main criteria that I just talked about doesn't apply to you, but you are a child of a person who was working and you were born into that country when your parents were working in that country, you are also eligible. Again, the link below has all the description. Don't panic if you don't catch what I just said. You can just go ahead and read it because it has all the descriptions, okay? So a second criteria, the main one again, is that you must have a high school diploma, meaning the equivalent of 12 years of formal elementary and secondary education. If you don't have that, don't panic. You must have a 2 years experience or training from the last past 5 years. And the criteria of those training that you must have and the type of work experience must have is also in that guidance that I'm going to leave the link below. So those are the two main eligibility criteria that you must have in order to be successful in your application for your diversity visa 2022. So just go ahead and read it and apply. Go ahead, read it. If you qualify, apply, because guess what? You might be lucky, because I was lucky. That's how I got here. So you might be lucky. Just go ahead and apply. Good luck. If you have any question, please call my office. Call our office. We're always there to help you, guide you, and counsel you, okay? So let's go to the second subject. Major news, premium processing. Okay, people, I talked about this premium processing. I'm going to leave a link below again for maybe at the end of my video. I'm going to leave the link to that premium processing where I actually talk in detail about premium processing. So to summarize, premium processing is basically when you pay an additional fees on top of your filing fees to get the USCIS to process your case within 15 calendar days, which means they can either approve it, deny it, or request of more evidence. Within 15 calendar days, you will know where you stand. But remember, it's not for all application. Used to be only for employment-based application, such as I-129, I-140. But now Congress has expanded it. And you know, when they expand something, it comes with additional fees. And the fees actually jumped to $2,500 for certain categories of visas. So let me just go ahead and tell you what are the fees for those visas and the processing time period, okay? So let's start with EB1, that's for multinational manager, and EB2 for national interest waivers. The fee must be less than $2,500 and the processing time less than 45 days. Okay, you got this one. And then we have, when you change non-immigrant status to F, J, or M with the form I-539, fees must be less than $1,750 and processing time less than 30 days. And then we have changes or extensions of status for dependent, that we have for dependent of E1, E2, H, L, O, P, and R, non-immigrant visa, form I-539. Fees must be less than $1,750 and processing time less than 30 days. And guess what? The last one is good, actually really good. Although you have to pay additional fees, but trust me, this is really good, because a lot of people with application for employment authorization, which is the form I-765, have been waiting for 4 months, 6 months, in some instances 8 months, just to get the employment authorization card. But now they're processing those employment authorization form less than 30 days. But you have to pay additional fee, which is 1,500, less than 15, not more than 1,500. Sorry, 1,500 is the maximum you can pay to get your employment card form to be processed in less than 30 days. Take advantage of this because this is really good, so that you can have your card, so that you can work and provide for your family. So we understand that during this COVID-19, money is tight, but if you really work harder, you can pay for those additional fees to get your card, so you can have some type of peace of mind. We highly recommend that you take this option. If you have questions about how to apply for your employment authorization, please call our office or email us, and then we'll be able to actually help you with that and expedite your case. Like, you get your employment in less than employment card in less than 30 days. Please take advantage of it. I think the reason why Congress has actually decided to expand those premium processing to include other types of visas, it's because, in my personal opinion, it's because they wanted to actually keep those employees. We know that back we heard a lot about furloughed, like they had to just get rid of a lot of people at the USCIS, but with those increase in fees, it's going to keep those people working, and we will have our case being processed within a specific period of time. And because we know that those cases take forever, so now we can have those cases being processed in a specific period of time, and we can follow up, and we will know why it's not being processed, because we already paid those additional fees. So this is really good. It has its advantages and disadvantages, but if you look at totality of circumstances, this is really good. It's really going to help speed up those cases, and then get people their employment card, so they can work and provide for their families. Okay, this is really good. So let's go to the last news. This is bad. This is really bad, but please don't panic. If in doubt, call our office, 202-946-2922. So don't panic. Call our office. We're here for guidance. We can help you, and we can actually give you counsel on your, depending on what situation you are in, because we're immigrants. So we're not going to let you hang there in the street and getting deported, because what's happening right now with our third point and the last point is ICE, which is Immigration and Customs Enforcement. They're expediting deportation. Okay, so we know back when the policy was actually enforced in 2019, we had a judge who put a preliminary injunction on that policy to stop deportation. But now that injunction has been lifted, and those ICE officers are now allowed to fasten removal. So basically, they're just expediting removal like never before. And right now they're in training, and by October 16 of this year, 2020, they will be deporting people like we have never seen before. So who's actually the target? That's the question. If you're wondering if you're a target, one thing you have to know is that if you have been here for less than 2 years, and you cannot prove that you have been here continuously for a period of 2 years, you might be subject to that expedited deportation. So please call our office. We have ways that you can prove that you have been here for longer, because they're not giving you due process. You're not going to in front of an immigration judge for them to decide your case. They're just deporting you based on the simple fact that you cannot prove that you haven't been here for more than 2 years, or you haven't been here for continuously for the last 2 years. So that's just what they're going by. But if you can prove that you have been here for more than 2 years, then you can stay here until your court date, until you exercise due process, okay? Which is what you can, with simple things, you can prove that. Bank statement, you can prove that. Lease agreement, you can prove that. Medical bills, it can show the date that you have been here. So don't panic, as I said. Call our office. We're here for guidance. Again, my name is Bijoux.ngwanda. I am an immigration attorney in the DC metropolitan area. I work with individuals across the country and around the world because we deal with U.S. immigration laws. And that's basically what I do right now. So call my office. We'll be able to help you. If you have questions, email us, like this video, share it with somebody who may be in need to hear those type of information. Don't keep it to yourself, okay? Just be nice, share it, like it. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe. Please consider subscribing. It's really helped us and help the work that we do. Thank you and have a great Sunday. Bye-bye.